Can you relate to this? You look at your desk and you feel overwhelmed, even guilty about all the things you own. I did. That's why I decided to go through my things and get really honest with myself. What worked, what didn't, and why? I'm going to share my insights with you, mixed in with some advice, and at the end, I'll give you some journaling prompts. Hi, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Miriam, and I'm an illustrator who loves planning and journaling. Let's go through my things. The first thing I used this year to plan was this tiny notebook from the supermarket. It was simple, compact, and most importantly, it wasn't precious, so I could write without a care. However, when I knew I was serious about planning, I decided to upgrade it. This is a Moleskine pocket with grit paper, and it's my favorite notebook because it's higher quality than the previous one I had, but it still doesn't feel so precious that I can't write in it. And to show you why I think that way, I would like to compare it with another one that is from Archer and Olive that I wish I could use, but I know it's not right for me. So this is an Archer and Olive A5 with dot grid, and as you can see, it has so many beautiful details like the holographic foil on the side of the pages, the little ribbons with a charm, and while I love looking at it, I don't feel like my notes are worth it for this notebook. Like, I know it's a silly thought, but the way it's constructed feels very precious to me, so I cannot use it. Whereas the Pocket Moleskine, it has thinner pages and the cover is also flexible, and it's very portable. When I'm writing, I don't even think about the notebook, it's just natural. So I think that sometimes the beauty of a notebook can cause friction. I think friction is going to look different for everyone, so my first piece of advice is to find what causes friction for you. I think one way to find that is to compare the things you use and the things you don't. And I also think that a notebook that you use will hold all of your pens and all of your tools, watercolors, whatever you like to use, and it will feel good to use, essentially. It will serve you, not the other way around. Because when a notebook is too precious, you feel like what you write on it has to be worth it. But when it's too cheap, it won't hold all of your thoughts because it will fall apart. So I think there's a really nice middle ground. Apart from the Moleskine, I decided to get a Filofax because to me it's structured enough with all the layouts available, but the rings give you so much freedom to move things around, add your own inserts, just anything that you can think of. Like me, for example, I like to add my art, which you can see on the screen, an ephemera that I think looks pretty, and I think it's a really nice creative endeavor, if you will. And I just want to quickly say that I have some free inserts on my Patreon, so if you're interested, the link is in the description. After using Filofax for a few months for both my life and work, I quickly ran out of space, so that's why I decided to get a separate planner for work, and that's when I got the Hobonichi Weeks, this beautiful planner, which I love because apart from the fact that it looks good, it allows you to plan so much. Like you can get into the nitty-gritty with the different layouts, the yearly overview, the monthlies, and then the weeklies, and then you have the memo pages as well. I think it's just a really good planner for anything really, but for me, it's really good for work because I can plan my content creation in there, my art releases for Patreon, etc. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Um, but going back to this whole decluttering topic, I think it's really important when you're thinking about what you need and what you don't need is what is my lifestyle and what planner, what notebook can adapt to that, if that makes sense. Because me, for example, like I said, I work a lot and I plan a lot of things in advance. And I also have lots of responsibilities in my day-to-day life. Um, Plus, I work from home, so I don't mind using a lot of planners because I don't need to carry anything around, you know? I just have everything on my desk. So I think the next question to ask yourself is, what would work based on my lifestyle? Do you want to have just one portable planner for everything because you move around a lot? Or do you work from home like me, so you don't mind having different planners? And in fact, that will help you compartmentalize the different aspects of your life. If everything I talked about feels overwhelming, I think journaling could help you. Writing things down can be a really good tool to uncover your true thoughts and feelings because it's just you on the page without any outside influences. And for the record, I think it's amazing that we can enjoy so many beautiful things in this world, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think it's important to slow down and choose the things that truly make you happy and serve you. To help you spark the conversation, I made some journaling prompts, which I'm going to show on the screen, but also say out loud. One is list the things you used this year. Two is what worked, what didn't, and why. And third, is there any way you could use what didn't work differently? If you'd like to share your answers down in the comments, I would be super happy to read them. That's all for this video. If you're still here, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to listen, and I truly hope I was able to give you some value. I make videos every month and lots of planner inserts on my Patreon, some of them for free. If you're interested, I would be happy for you to join me. See you soon!